Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And sun. Nice to see the sun. It's been cloudy the last day or two here. And I'm on my way to my final job of the day. And the job I just did wasn't very big, but I had a very, very interesting conversation with a customer there. I was getting ready to leave, and he started asking me some interesting questions about. He started asking me, he says, "Are you familiar with Milliken?" And I thought, oh, that's an interesting question for a customer to ask me. I said, yeah. And he says, are you familiar with the capture system? And of course, I am. And of course, if you're not a, if there's some of you who haven't been around that long, don't realize what I'm talking about. He's talking about Milliken products, and the Milliken product, they make a, they're actually a manufacturer of carpet. I think they primarily make commercial type carpeting like tile, carpet tile, and they also make a cleaning product called Capture, which is a actually microspheres, looks like a white powder, and they sprinkle it on the carpet and use CRB machines and work it in and that sort of thing. And so I thought, well, that's very interesting. He's asking me these questions, so I'm kind of looking at him, and he says, "You're probably wondering why I'm asking that." And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, turns out this guy, he was one of the head guys of the largest Milliken distributor in Alberta, in Calgary. And we had a fascinating conversation about things like, well, carpet and warranties and Shaw. He is, one of his good friends is a second guy in charge at Shaw. Oh, what an interesting conversation we had because we started talking about the warranty. And I told him about how lately I've been getting having a few calls to go and do quotes for some relatively new buildings, like within a year. A couple of them like less 6 or 8 months old on the carpet. They're wanting to get it cleaned, and when I go and take a look at the building, and I ask, well, okay, well, who made the carpet? I'd love to find out who made it. Immediately, I go and check out what the warranty requirements are, and in some cases, and actually in 4 cases, I guess, it actually specified no spin bonnet, which means I couldn't use my rotary machine or an OP machine. You couldn't use a Simex. You'd have to use either a CRB or hot water extraction, steam cleaning. So we had an interesting conversation about that because he has, um, how do I put this? Um, he understands that there is an issue with the way that the warranty requirements are, that it is actually not a legit um, request or requirement or whatever, because he is well aware that hot water extraction can easily cause problems on carpeting as well, and um, that rotary machines or OPs or Simex or whatever done right is a fine way of maintaining a carpet or cleaning a carpet. But the real issue with the carpet cleaning, getting carpet cleaned, is actually improper vacuuming done ahead of time. And we were talking about how a lot of these places, commercial places, you go in there after hours when the cleaning crew are in there, and um, they're just walking around with a backpack on, sucking up a paper clip or a piece of paper or whatever. They're not actually properly vacuuming. They don't have a power head on it, so they actually can't remove the sand and the grit, and that's really the issue. This happening on the carpets. But what was really interesting is he was telling me that what's happened in the last 20 years or so is that a lot of the products that are coming out for commercial work, commercial carpeting, these carpet tiles, what they've been doing is they've been lowering the face weight of the yarn. That it used to be that a decent quality commercial carpet, you'd be getting 25, 30, sometimes even beyond 40 ounces face weight on the yarn, but now they're reducing it more and more and more, and the pile is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Then what they're doing is they're packing it in tighter and tighter, but the pile is getting shorter and shorter. And he thinks that that's the real issue as far as carpets wearing these commercial carpet tiles. having wear issues is because there's actually far less yarn in these carpets, and that made me really. And I told him about a carpet that I went and looked at about a month ago. The carpet was about 6 months old. It was a carpet tile. The building's probably 15 stories tall, and they got me over there to take a look at it. And I walked in. I'm looking at the carpet, and I'm thinking there is something seriously wrong with this carpet. For a carpet that's only 6 or 8 months old, this carpet looks like it's 10 years old, and they hadn't actually had it cleaned yet. Um, it just looked terrible. So anyway, then when I found out who the manufacturer was and I looked it up, and it said specified no or spin bonnet voids warranty, and I got back to them. I said I can't clean your carpet. I'm not going to hot water extraction because I don't do that. So you're going to have to find someone who either uses a CRB machine or use steam cleaning, which means of course they're going to have to use a portable. You can't use a truck mount in that building. There's no way. But I also told them, before you do that, make sure you get a carpet rep out to take a look at that carpet, because there's some serious problems going on with the carpet. It looks terrible, and they were aware that it wasn't looking very good at all. And for a carpet that was 6 months or so old, I mean, wow, it didn't look good. Anyway, back to this customer of mine. We had a fascinating conversation about carpeting and about warranties, and he was in complete agreement with me that there is a real issue with the way that the carpet manufacturers, and we're talking about Shaw in particular in this case, are stating their warranty, and there really isn't an issue. He knows there's no issue with using either a rotary or OPs on carpet done, assuming you're doing it right. But that there really needs to be a rethink of this warranty issue, the way that they're wording it. But anyway, I asked him if he'd be willing to do a little video for us, because I think that would be fascinating. Wouldn't that be interesting, to get somebody who was? I mean, he was right there when when these warranties first came out. He was there. He was there when he was actually at this conference. I don't know if you guys remember this, but about 25 years ago, DuPont got into carpet cleaning. DuPont, the manufacturer of one of the biggest manufacturers of carpet fiber in the world, they actually got into carpet cleaning. I had forgotten about that, but they did. And then he told me how that turned into a total disaster, because they're a manufacturer, not a cleaner, and it just really blew up in their faces, and it really caused them a lot of problems. And he told me a couple of stories about that. That was very interesting. But anyway, he's going to talk to the guy from Shaw, and he's going to talk to him about the warranty. And wouldn't it be interesting if this conversation that I had with him um, cascades into an actual change? That'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to post this on Encapsulator World and Low Moisture Carpet Cleaners and Pad Life. And you guys, if he said he would do it, he's going to call his friend, talk to him about these issues, and I'll, as soon as he gets back to me, if he does this video, then I will get back to you guys, and I'll post it, because wow, I would sure be interested to hear what he has to say. And wow, this wouldn't it be amazing if it was a game changer for us all? Because this warranty issue is just ridiculous. My goodness me. Anyway, I guess I blabbed on enough. I got to go and do another little bit of a job. So I will continue on, and I'll keep you posted, everybody.